It's my favorite time of the week, y'all. Got a package in. Let's see what it is. We got Afnan's Turathi Blue. Let's get this thing open so I can give y'all my first impressions. YouTube family, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are doing well. My name is Ty, and here I primarily talk about fragrances, but we also sprinkle in some fashion and lifestyle content as well. So primary purpose is to help you show up as your best self consistently, day in and day out by looking good, smelling good, and feeling good. Y'all know the vibes, man. So do me a favor, if you're interested in those type of videos or that type of content, consider subscribing below, then make sure you hit the bell so you can stay notified anytime I post any new content. Presentation isn't bad. I will say the bottle is actually kind of heavy and pretty decent looking. When you sit it down on a flat surface though, it does tend to lean and even fall over, so that's a little weird. But other than that, for the price, I think presentation is fine. But I know presentation only goes so far. Let's get into the good stuff. How does this one smell? All right, y'all, let's get this on a tester strip to start things off. Man, the lid is on there kind of tight. Whoa. Whew. Packs a punch. Hold on, y'all. All right, hold on. Now, I know this one is supposed to be a clone of Bulgari's Tiger, I believe, right? And I've never smelled that one, so I can't do a one-to-one comparison, but the vibe I'm getting, y'all, this reminds me of, what is that called? Goldfoot & Banks, Ingenious Ginger. I just recently sampled that one. That's why it's fresh on my mind. I sampled it a few weeks ago. Really reminds me of that, at least in the opening, right? I mean, obviously, I know Tiger, as is this one, are, you know, focused on that ginger. I know ginger is a big piece of it. The difference here, though, with this one, man, that is good, y'all. That's really, it's really good. The difference with this one compared to Ingenious Ginger, again, I haven't smelled Tiger, so I can't compare that, but definitely get the ginger, get sort of a, you know, sweetness in here as well, but much more citrus. You could definitely get, you know, I believe grapefruit is what this one is centered around. Get a lot of grapefruit. It's sharp, but it has a sweetness to it too, at least here in the opening. And that's kind of the extent of it, y'all. That's what I get. Sharp, fresh, sweet grapefruit with ginger and a little ambroxan. That's about it. Oh yeah. This, I see the hype. I get the hype, y'all. This is one of them ones for summer or warm weather in general. Actually, you know what, y'all? Let me get this on skin. You gotta see what's going on here. Get this on skin so I can see how it develops, how it smells here. I'm gonna come back to y'all in like 10 or 15 minutes. All right, y'all, it's been about 20 minutes. So what are my initial impressions of Afnan's Turathi Blue? Honestly, y'all, I'm enjoying it. This is a really, really nice fragrance, man. As it dries down, like I said, it starts really with that, you know, citrus and ginger or fresh spice feel. Dry down a little bit. Like I said, you get some musk, you get a little bit of woods. You also get this ambery kind of warmth as well. It smells good, y'all. I'll be honest. Like I said in the opening, a little sharp, but not necessarily the fragrance. I think maybe more of the citruses. Like I said, just a bit sharp. But like I said, after a few minutes, like I said, mellows out pretty nice. And this one's enjoyable. It still really reminds me of Goldfoot & Banks Ingenious Ginger. Like I said, I've never smelled Bulgari's Tiger, so I can't compare to that, but recently have had my nose on Ingenious Ginger, and this is really putting me in a mindset of that, except this is just a little bit more citrus heavy, I feel like, in the opening. And I know Ingenious Ginger, as it dries down, you get a really nice sort of creamy vanilla. Like I said, here you get this ambery sort of, you know, vibe, so I don't know if it'll you know, go quite as sweet as that one can get in the dry down, but nonetheless, I see a very real similarity between this fragrance and that one. So, and you know what? I'm gonna stick by what I said, y'all. Like I said, pretty simplistic fragrance. You get that citrus vibe in the opening that's kind of tart, fresh, but sweetens up a bit. mixed with this ginger or this sort of, you know, fresh spiciness. And like I said, now as it's developed a little bit, getting some musk, getting some woodiness as well. So becoming more of, you know, kind of the typical blue fragrance that, you know, you may be used to in terms of, you know, how it's developing. But all in all, like I said, I think this one is a really nice kind of modern take on a blue or fresh or aquatic DNA. This one's enjoyable, and I really enjoy the kind of ambery warmth and sweetness that this one has. So far, so good. Gets a thumbs up in my book, y'all. So y'all let me know down in the comments below. If you have Afnan Turathi Blue, what are your thoughts? How do you feel about it? Is it close to the original? Does it remind you of Ingenious Ginger if you smelled that one? And also, for all my Alexandria Fragrance fans, shout out to y'all. Y'all know I love Alexandria Fragrances. If you have Black Panther, which is their inspiration of Bulgari's Tiger, and you smell this one, how do they compare? Do you prefer Black Panther? Do you prefer Turathi Blue? Is it close? Quality? Give me the details. I need to know below. Leave me a comment. As always, be back with y'all soon. Peace.